such as conservation and efficient use of water, natural resource management, rehabilitation of degraded lands, water harvesting, storage and distribution systems, promoting early warning systems, amongst others. The Kenyan government has over time emphasized the principles of equity and common but differentiated responsibilities in addressing climate change. These principles recognize that developed countries who have historically contributed more to global greenhouse gas emissions should take the lead in mitigating climate change and supporting developing countries in adapting to its impacts. Kenya has advocated for climate justice, urging developed countries to provide financial resources, technology transfers, and capacity building support to developing nations. We have also called for enhanced international cooperation to address the challenges of climate change, including the need of sustainable development, poverty eradication, and resilience building. The Kenyan government acknowledges the urgent need to address climate change and has made commendable efforts to integrate climate policy into its education system. The ministry has continued its commitment to promoting education and sustainable development as a key element of enabling sustainable development and delivery of quality education. The Ministry of Education has continued to recognize education as a powerful tool to cultivate a generation of informed, environmentally conscious citizens who can actively contribute to mitigating and adapting to climate change challenges. Kenya has taken steps in line with the 2021 Paris Declaration on Education for Sustainable Development, which requires that environmental education should be a core curriculum component by 2025. We are also implementing the recommendations of Kenya National Climate Change Adaptation Plan 2018-2022 on the need to integrate climate change into the education system of Kenya. Indeed, in 2020, jointly with the Ministry of Environment and Forestry, the Ministry of Education drafted a set of policy guidelines for mainstreaming climate change in education at all levels of education and training. These guidelines are being implemented. Ladies and gentlemen, this mainstreaming process has ensured that the students are exposed to the core concepts of climate change, its causes, impacts, and potential solutions. By fostering a comprehensive understanding of climate change, the ministry aims to inspire students to take informed action and be advocates for climate justice. To support climate education in training, the Ministry of Education has focused on several key initiatives. Firstly, the ministry has worked to develop and update educational materials, textbooks, and teaching resources that integrate climate change topics across various subjects. By infusing climate education into various learning areas, students are exposed to climate-related issues from different perspectives. Additionally, the ministry has organized workshops, seminars, and training sessions for teachers to enhance their capacity in teaching climate change effectively. Moreover, with the acknowledgement that education training, public awareness, and capacity development are critical enablers in climate change response actions and the realization of our low carbon emission resilient development pathway for Kenya, the ministry has fostered partnerships with local and international organizations, research institutions, and NGOs to leverage their expertise and resources. The ministry recognizes that education extends beyond the classroom, and it actively encourages participation in extracurricular activities related to climate change. This includes environmental clubs and the institutionalization of tree planting initiatives and sustainability projects, which provide students with practical experiences and opportunities to implement climate-friendly actions within their communities. The tree planting in schools will accelerate efforts towards achieving the government's target of 15 billion trees by 2032. We will also inculcate the culture of environmental consciousness in our children from an early age. It is against this background that we at the ministry applaud the Pan-Africa Climate Justice Alliance for taking up this commendable duty to humanity at large that will foster leaders who can engage in policy analysis and civic action related to the issue of climate change. In conclusion, therefore, the Ministry of Education in Kenya is committed to supporting the implementation of the nationally determined contribution of the Paris Agreement, as well as the objectives of the UNFCCC by integrating climate education in the national curriculum and fostering a generation of environmentally conscious citizens. As we move forward, let us recognize the vital role that education plays in empowering our youth to become active actors in climate action. It is our responsibility to educate, train, and encourage the present and future generations about how they can innovatively and sustainably change the world. Thank you very much. And with those many remarks, I thank the young people and the organizers and all the partners. Please welcome to Kenya.